ashamed of her breasts that she lets a Machiavellian psychopath cut them off.
How dare you?
But I was not a member of the IRA.
Get a couple of dozen of your mates and get out of that Buckingham Palace and kill the old bag.
Big Mike il capo.
Gran Mikey el jefe บิ๊กไมค์ต่อชีฟบิ๊กไมค์และหัวหน้า
Big Mike and the Chief.
Oh, Jesus, mother of God.
Up and at 'em.
Fuck's sake.
Split
How are
me
you
at
now?
'em.
Talking to that, Chief.
Hello.
Chief fucking Justice. How are you?
Yeah,
Oh,
good.
fuck.
Good, what?
Huh?
I am.
Ah.
So when did you
Ooh. What?
Fresh off the boat from
Italia.
Italia. Yeah. Tell me about it.
Oh, Jesus, I was in a place called Tropea. Have you heard of that?
Tropea. I've never heard of Tropea.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Twas mighty. It's a great old place. I did a lot of shitting. I was shitting a lot.
Why? Did you get food poisoning or?
No, I just shit a lot.
Right.
I think about 3 today.
Right. Since you've come back.
No, today. Just because I came back. I came back there about a week ago. And then, But then I went to Ireland.
Ah, right.
To see my mammy and my daddy.
Right.
But do you know what happened to me now? A rotten little twist. So I was at this vineyard.
Right.
In
Kilkenny. Your parents have a vineyard in Kilkenny now.
Do you know what? My mother would love a little vineyard. She loves it. She's a little wino. God love her now. She had a glass of wine when I was home, and she always has a little story behind her having a glass of wine. You know, she'd be like, "Oh, I thought that because you were home and the lads were home that we'd all have a bit of wine." She knows well no one else wants to drink wine. She just like a fucking sucky calf. So anyway, when I was coming home from Tropea, I'd been to a little vineyard in Tropea. There was a little Italian fella, Giuseppe, a little kind of weak little man who ran the vineyard. He's like 4th generation of little weak Italian men that have run this vineyard, and he was telling us all about how the grapes grow and sure, you know.
Right.
Anyway, I was smiling and nodding at him because I appreciate that it's hard to be a performer.
Yeah, exactly.
But, so I was giving him a lot of but I was away thinking about fucking sausages.
Right.
So anyway, at the end of the fucking tour, and do you know there was like these little fucking crackers and cheese then at the end of the tour at the vineyard.
Yeah.
And sure, there's all these like little kind of delicate Italian people going, and I was like I was like a fucking cow eating silage, you know,
hoovering it up.
Absolutely hoovering it up, fucking shoving it in my chutney in my ear and fucking stuffing olives up my arse.
Right.
Oh, they'd never seen the likes of it, just fucking full circus. But then at the end, they had this olive oil. Have you ever heard tell of that now?
Olive oil.
It's an oil made with olives.
Yes, I've heard it, and it's also Popeye's wife.
Popeye's wife?
Yeah.
Jeez, I'd say when she'd get wet, she'd got a little bit of olive oil.
Hey, there we go.
Clip it.
Olive oil.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
She wasn't a bad looking woman.
I don't remember.
Olive. Jesus, I can't forget her now.
Popeye was no oil painting though.
Popeye was an ugly man, and he did what a lot of ugly men do, and he just kind of relied on fucking getting big muscles.
Yeah, but wasn't it just his bicep?
Yeah, and it was kind of the lazy man's load. He wasn't in the gym or anything. There was no discipline. He just ate magic spinach.
If you just eat spinach like the way he did it, you just get explosive diarrhea.
Yeah.
So
it actually caused, apparently at that time when it was first released in America, there was just like the streets would just be like full of like rivers of shit.
Right, okay.
Because everyone saw Popeye.
Yeah.
And they're saying he ate spinach and his muscles went up.
And then you got olive oil.
And then you got olive oil over there.
Yeah.
Olive. So people were thinking, right, so her pussy juice, that's olive oil.
Yeah.
And then he eats spinach and his muscles go up. So men would go straight to the shop, get spinach and olive oil. And they doused the olive oil on their partners.
On their betrothed.
On their betrothed nether regions, on their bloody loins.
Yes.
You know, fucking prepping them up, Gordon Ramsay style.
Yeah.
And next second they'd eat all the spinach themselves, and they expected that, you know, the arms are going to go up.
Yeah.
Which was just a fucking cartoon. It was only a bit of crack. But the whole of America started doing it, and they literally all got the shits at the same time. And there was I think San Francisco had to be like closed down. and
Right,
there was
okay.
This whole thing of just the streets running with fucking.
What time period was this now?
I believe this was 1963 because I think it was during the civil rights movement.
It sparked the civil rights movement.
Well, I think there was part of it that it actually hindered it because they were planning to do like some sort of a march for black rights, and then they couldn't because of all the shit.
Black shites.
Black shites in the street. Do you know what I mean? Which was not good. But, you know, these things happen. Cartoons can be very dangerous. That's the point.
Yeah.
So
you're at the winery.
I remember when I watched Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles for the first time, I kept trying to dress up my granny as Master Splinter.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the rat.
That's the rat.
Right, okay.
And I kept telling her, act like a fucking rat.
Right. And how did you put like a...
I put the little like, because Master Splinter has like a little pink fucking...
Like a shawl or something.
Yeah, karate thing. And he has a stick that he goes...
Yeah.
And she used to have a stick as well, but for walking. I said, don't be leaning on that. Use it as a thing. But then she just kept falling over.
Tough with the arthritis.
Yeah.
But
so I was like, use that as a martial arts weapon. And she just kept...
falling
over on her side, and then she was on her back like a fucking turtle.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I said you were the rat, not the turtle.
Right. And to what end?
And to what end was right. Asher was all, I don't know why I bothered. To what end?
Yeah.
Money. Money.
Money.
But so anyways, getting this. So I decided anyway, they had these fresh olive oil that they make with olives in the vineyard. And I was like, I'm going to get a bottle of this for my mother. She loves that shit.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? She loves fucking wine and olive oil. So I said I'll get her a bottle of this. She loved that, and by God, I'll be one of the favourite sons because I'm not as it is.
Right.
So I was like, the olive oil is going to change things for me. So I get this lovely bottle from Giuseppe, and he's like, oh, thank you. You know what I mean?
Japanese now,
He certainly, there was a look of the Orient.
Right, all the olive oil on his skin.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And he just kind of, he'd make some movements that were quite...
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Samurai-esque.
Right.
But, so anyway, I gets the fucking olive oil. And when I was leaving Italy, I was going through Naples airport to go back to fucking London. Anyway, I throw in the bag through the thing, goes into the fucking into the bad lane.
Yeah.
Into the evil lane.
Oh, into the evil lane.
So next thing I says, what the hell is your problem there? There's nothing evil in that bag, only there's good stuff in it.
Yeah.
And next thing your man opens it up to tell you, and he takes out the olive oil. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And I don't know why, but like an Italian accent. And I goes, it's for my mum.
It's for the mum.
I say it's for my mum.
Yeah.
And
in the hope that would convince them to let you.
The Italians are real mama's boys.
Yeah.
So I was like, surely you can understand me wanting to lube up my mother's
labia
with olive oil.
Yeah, her soul.
After watching the show Popeye.
Yeah.
No, so I was like, surely... you know, I'll appeal to his humanity. And I've never seen, because a lot of times the airport security are loveless, quite loveless, cruel men.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're jaded, I think, by the amount of... Well, I think people step foot into airports and they just become retarded, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's where they'd never flown before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I kind of don't blame them.
Right.
But, yeah, anyway.
It is probably annoying for them. Everyone that they're meeting every day is off on their holidays, and they couldn't be less on their holidays.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That's a very good point, actually.
Not only are they not on their holidays,
yeah,
they're in the shittest job on earth, and they have another 7 hours to go, and everyone else is off to fucking Tropea with their little buckets and their hats and their going happy faces.
Yeah.
So you can imagine there would be an urge to kind of sour people's experience, you know?
That's a good point, actually.
Thank you very much. Yeah. It's a sociological observation.
Yeah.
But this guy he's the most empathetic security guard I heard, because the olive oil would be dear to him as well. And he goes, he said, I know. He said, it is very hard for me to take items of food off people. I know you don't get this where you're from, you know.
Yeah.
And then he said to me, and he said, but this is my job, you know. And I said, they said that at Auschwitz, you bastard. You know, just screamed in his face, they said that at Auschwitz. Yeah. You fucking fuck. You know, right in his fucking
You're no better than them. Yeah.
You're no better than the fucking... Where are the ovens in this airport? You fucking bastard.
And if there is ovens, there's pizza in them, you fucking Italian cunt.
Italian fuck. So anyway, he says, no, but what you can do, he said, you can buy, there's a shop in the airport, very nice olive oil, you get some olive oil
But
there.
airport olive oil isn't anything compared to...
I had just been where the olives were. I had seen little Giuseppe fucking slaving over the olive juice, you know, himself. And I said, right, but sure, look, my mother doesn't know that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I can piss in her pocket and tell her it's raining. So I goes into the fucking...
Piss in her pocket and tell her it's olive oil.
Olive oil, even,
Yeah.
And to be honest, olive oil is the colour of dehydrated piss.
Oh, absolutely.
It's really yellowy.
Yeah.
So anyway, I said, sure, fuck it. Look, we'll adapt with the times. I said, thank you to your man. We had a little kiss. He said, say hello to your mama for me.
Yeah.
I said, I will, you dirty. I slapped him on the hole and we were off.
Yeah.
So I goes down anyway. I goes down to the fucking the shop and I get a big fuck off bottle of olive oil, and there's a nice little picture on the front of it. I said, sure, this'll have my mother singing.
Picture of Silvio
Berlusconi at one of his bunga bunga parties with an apple in his mouth and someone Del Piero eating his arse.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I go back. I go back to London with my olive oil, and then the next day I'm off to Dublin. Off to Dublin airport to go see my mother. So the next morning I get up for my flight. I go through the thing anyway. I have my lovely big bottle of olive oil, and I come through security again. Beep, 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 beep. Your man just takes out the olive oil again. The English guy. I was like,
God.
"Ow, for fuck's sake!"
Yeah.
He goes, "What's this?" I was like, "What do you think it is?"
Piss.
It's fucking it's my piss. You can have it, you cunt. Do you know what I mean?
But you just know that the guy in the airport, in the Italian airport, he's just given what he took from you to his mom.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
It's a scheme.
This is for you, mama. But you know, now that you said it,
Yeah.
you know what I'm going to do next time I'm going to the airport? I'm going to bring a massive bottle of my collected piss for them to take.
Mm-hmm.
Just so they have to, and it'll still be warm. You know, so they're like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
You can't take this with you. I was like, I don't want to take it with me.
Yeah. Take it by your head. Take that straight home to Mama
Yeah.
Barazzo or whatever the fuck.
I have no interest in taking it with me. So
Yeah.
so anyway, I goes, the English guy just pulls out. This is the second time I've tried to get olive oil through.
Yeah.
And again, I just say, he's for my mum. And sure, the English lad, he's like, that's not my problem, is it? The English security, Stansted security are a nasty bunch. I don't know what's in the water up in Stansted. I don't know what the fucking management word from the top has been, but it seems to be that they've all been given the charge, just be as rotten and nasty as you can.
The team meeting in the morning, right,
Yeah.
lads? Just go out there and be cunts.
Cunts.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Cunts.
And then they all just march out.
They
Yeah.
all just fucking waddle off in different directions, doing a little cunt dance. No, they were, because they even before that they were trying to, the same lad who took my olive oil, which was such a slap in the face.
Imagine if it was just a British guy who kind of looked like the Italian fella. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just a British version of him.
Just a whiter version. And you're like, wait, what? But anyway, I just ended up bringing my mother a Toblerone
It just gets distilled down to Toblerone.
from Italy. What you get me from Italy? Toblerone.
Toblerone, yeah, an olive flavored Toblerone.
Yeah, just have a little
Yeah, you just
piss on
take it out before you give it, and you just like smush olives into it. And you're like, yeah, it's an Italian Toblerone.
A Toblerone.
Yeah, Toblerone.
Toblerone. But your man in the fucking the security check, before that there was like a Middle Eastern family,
Right.
and he every one of their bags went into this stupid lane. Do you know what I mean? Into the check lane.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, the father was like hurrying for a flight. He was like, we have to get to the flight. We don't have time, please. I must. And he was like, well, that's not my problem. You should have left. You should have left in a more timely fashion. That was not right. I was like, you stink.
Yeah.
And he was this older, like he was about 50, and he just had the worst little haircut, little tufts of hair out the side, but he was skinny and just like grey fucking skin. You know, he just wanks 9 times a day. It's just disgusting. Just a eternal grimace on his face. Why you should have left in a timely fashion. And this poor old Middle Eastern lad was literally, please, my family, we need to go. If we don't make it to, Iran, our grandmother's head will be chopped off. He's like, well, you shouldn't have left it so late then.
Oh, his father should have pulled out in a timely manner. Do you know what I mean?
Ew. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, if ever someone should have been aborted, it was this lad.
I love this guy. The guy was like, "Come on, we need to get on we have a plane to hijack." he's just totally honest. Like, I have a bomb in my bag. I need it to go off on the plane, or else they'll kill my family.
The 72 virgins will be given to someone else if I don't get there by this evening. I've been told. They are going to be shipped to...
Yeah, the other guy is going to get them, and then I'll have to wait a week for another
and
batch.
then they won't even be virgins anymore.
Yeah.
No, come on. So he like that, but it was so merciless, lad. It was so merciless. And in the end, like the family, the Middle Eastern family, just like left without one of their laptops. Like, because they had to leave in such a hurry. And then in the end, there was like a laptop, and they're like, oh, they've left their laptop. And then he just goes, like that. I was just like, you fucking
what a slug.
stink. You're a slug.
Yeah.
You're a rat.
Oh, slug life.
Yeah, slug life. Just written across there.
Slug life.
California.
Yeah. What a I know exactly the person you're...
Oh, just
talking
horrid little man.
Yeah.
But I was in Naples.
Yeah.
And nipples. Nipple piercing.
Yeah.
But I was there, and it's a filthy little grotty town.
Is it? Yeah, I would have thought it was like like the Godfather or whatever.
And no, it's absolutely. It's just like, because I think the mafia run the rubbish business there.
Right.
So
okay.
they're like, I don't know if they're not getting paid enough, but they have the place. It's just like, it's gone to hell in a handbasket. You know, it's
Right.
just fucking diapers on the top of statues, and it's just,
Oh Jesus!
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just all gone to snot. But then you go into the most beautiful churches in the world, and then the food is unfucking-believable, and there's just Maradona statues and figurines and pictures everywhere.
Right.
So Maradona has not played there since, I believe, 1991.
Right. Who did he play? He played for.
He played for Napoli. So he played for Naples,
okay,
and
yeah.
they are still suckling on the teat.
Do they know that he's
of
dead?
Maradona. Huh?
Do they know that he's dead?
I don't think they know. I'll be honest, I don't think anyone's told them, and I don't
Right.
think people. I think if they found out,
Yeah.
I think the whole city would fucking
fall apart.
Would fall apart. It
Right.
would crumble. There'd be lads eating their own shit in the street,
Right,
and
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
kicking babies over bridges, and it'd
Pulling
just
down
be
statues.
pulling down statues,
Yeah.
pulling off statues.
Yeah.
And did I tell you that time I did a load of coke and sucked off the Phil Lynott statue in Dublin?
Oh, with Hugh Peacock.
Yeah, Peacock. That was a mouthful.
Yeah. Peacock kept sketch while you blew the Phil Lynott statue.
Blew the Phil Lynott
Do
statue.
you know that famous story that someone...
Should be called Thick Lizzie, the size of his hog. Come on.
Oh, fuck. Thick Jizzy.
Thick Jizzy. Mother of God.
Oh, God.
There we go.
Did you see that? There's like a famous story about... it was on... I don't know where it was, but... So there was an American couple, and they asked this like Irish guy... there's the Phil Lynott statue, and they're like, can you take a photo of us with Jimi Hendrix? They just thought it was a statue of Jimi Hendrix.
Why the fuck would we have a statue of Jimi Hendrix?
I don't know.
Oh, lad, I love Phil. He was some fucking... He's the sexiest man that ever lived.
Oh, he was, yeah.
You know,
and
like,
his
just
voice
to talk
as
like
well.
that. He talked so deep, and he was like,
Yeah.
how you doing, guy? To Gabe
Yeah,
Byrne. He's like,
yeah.
no, yeah, we're having the crack. And he's being black and Irish is fucking hot.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. With the voice, with the accent, and then you're black. It's just
Absolutely.
It's the tops. Like,
Sure, like if Paul McGrath was so hot, they let him keep playing for Ireland, even though he was just absolutely scuttered drunk.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
literally. Like,
Yeah.
he's fucking good though.
Yeah.
He's charming though.
He is charming. Yeah.
Puking on the referee and
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Just punching women in
Trying
the
to
crowd.
finger the linesman. you
Right.
know?
Yeah. Did you ever hear that story about Geldof and Lynott? Did I tell you that story?
No.
So there's a story, and it's in Lynnett's book, and it's not. He didn't write the book. He was too off his tits to write a book, but it's his autobiography. What's the one where it doesn't matter. So there's a guy. So he tells the story of how Geldof and Gandalf the Wise Geldof
the White.
Geldof the White. He's more like Geldof the Brown when you hear this story. So he fucking, they go to this fucking party, right?
Oh yeah.
And then it's just Lynette by himself in his gaff, right?
Yeah.
And Geldof is there with Frodo. No, he's there with his betrothed, his missus at the time. And Phil Lynette wanted to shag his missus, right? So they're there doing lines of coke off the table. And then sure, on the sly, Lynette does out a little line for Bob. But what Bob doesn't know is that it's a line of gear. So
Heroin.
So Geldof does the line of gear, and then he fucking ODs on the floor, and then Lynette goes to your one, right, come on in here, and then he fucking shags her.
Yeah.
And then Geldof comes to like a few hours later, like, Jesus, what the fuck? And he fucking finds fucking Lynette shagging his missus in the...
Lynette's arse fucking going like a sewing machine.
Yeah.
His brown arse fucking up and down like a fucking wave.
Yeah.
But you know, the funniest thing there is like that Bob is on the ground like just OD and dribbling out of his mouth, and imagine his girlfriend is like, it's like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? And like Phil just being like, I know this sounds unorthodox, but the only way to save him is if I give you mouth to mouth.
Yeah. I've seen it work. I've seen it work.
I know it sounds unorthodox, but believe me, I've seen it work.
I read it in the Daily Moon. All right.
Jizzy was some cowboy.
Oh, he was,
Phil.
man.
Jesus
Cowboys
Christ.
and Indians.
But what was I going to say about fucking Naples, the Naples Centre? But when I was there, so they just fucking love Maradona, right?
Right.
They love Maradona and Jesus. Like, there's just these churches everywhere. The churches are fucking
sick.
Yeah, they're spazzing out with just beauty. Like, they're all like built in 1640, and they have the roofs, and it is like, you do go in there and you're like, Jesus Christ,
what are we doing over
what
in
the
Ireland?
hell are we doing?
Yeah.
Bring Christ back. This
Yeah.
is the bee's knees. I was lighting little candles and
Yeah.
fucking...
Did you go in and say a prayer in any
I
of the
did.
churches? Yeah.
I did. I said a prayer.
Yeah. You can't help but say a
I
prayer.
said a
when
few
you go in.
prayers for Hugh Peacock.
Yeah.
And
he needs them.
Please let him get off the gear.
He fucking needs them. Man.
Said an old prayer for Barry Keoghan.
Keoghan.
Just hopefully he'll get himself right. So I was in there, but then we were in this big church, and my girlfriend got kicked out for being a whore.
Really? Yeah.
Yes.
Why? What was she doing?
She was being a whore. She came in with her like shoulders exposed.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I thought you were in fucking Naples, not bleeding Saudi Arabia. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I tell you, they kicked her out, and I, to be honest, part of me thought proper fucking order. Do you know what I mean?
And you said sorry to the big man.
I
You're
said
like,
sorry. Yeah. I said sorry, and I told her, "You go your own way now."
Yeah.
No, but so she was in there, and a fella came over to her, and he's like, "Excuse me," and he's like, "I am sorry, but no filthy whores in the church."
Right.
No, please.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, but no whores in the church. And I was thinking, it's 2023. I thought,
and
like,
it's 23 degrees.
Yeah, I thought it was 2023. I thought whores are good now.
Yeah.
That you're allowed to be, you know.
And does that stand for the men as well? Like, can you?
No, man, you can go out fucking cock out.
Right. Yeah.
And they'll fucking and they'll
welcome
be
you
like, come
with
into
open
this
arses.
room. There's a room for people like you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, were you wearing shorts, or were you? You know what I mean?
I was wearing shorts, and they're like, fuck. Actually,
Yeah,
the
Jesus.
comment
You
section
gotta
is going to be
fucking tidy
fucking.
this up, man.
I know, but like I know. I just know
the last episode was fucking ridiculous. Look at you were wearing a nappy, like.
The what? It did.
It did. Yeah.
It looked like that. It looked like a sumo wrestler's kind of a garb, like that, just clumpy,
like
white.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was actually. It was like a little fucking loincloth.
Yeah.
Fuck, it was pretty scandalous. The comment section, people got fevered and.
Oh, they did, yeah.
Fuck.
So there's women in the comment section of our most recent video doing well.
Yeah.
And they're all asking, are you single, and are you fucking, where's the socks? And
I'm telling you, there's nothing more. I tell you, and that do you know what that is? That's a filthy little video about me having a wank.
Yeah.
People just, the worse you are, the more people, I'm telling you, I'm just talking about shitting and snots in my nose and everything, and people are like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. One woman was like, now I know for sure there's nothing that you can say that will make you unattractive to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you could say anything at this point.
I'm gonna test that and kill her mother.
yeah. On the podcast.
Live on the pod.
Yeah.
Her mother being Hugh Peacock.
Yeah.
Of course.
So they kicked your missus out.
So they kicked her out, and then I had to walk her. Lad, this shame. I had to walk around Naples for the rest of the day with the town whore.
They're all in the street.
Oh,
shame.
Just rotten shit being thrown at us, and fucking, you know, the mafia because they're all going around on fucking scooters,
right,
in fucking Naples. These fat cunts on Vespas,
right.
And it's funny because they'd all have these like fat lads, just, and they'd be fucking, you know, they'd be just spilling out either side of the Vespa, you know, just full of fucking tagliatelle, these fuckers.
They are just 90% pasta.
They are absolutely 90% pasta, lads. They're fucking pesto coming out of their ears. Like, Jesus Christ. But
when's your Dolmio day?
Every fucking day.
Yeah. Did you see them over there by any chance? No.
Who, the Dolmio fellas?
Yeah.
The puppets. The little Dolmio family.
Yeah, did you see them? No.
I did, lad. I did. I saw them. I saw them at the train station, fucking sucking dick for a bit of fucking coke.
Right, yeah, because I haven't seen them on the TV.
No, hard times have fallen upon the Dolmio family.
I thought he was your man that kicked your missus out of the church.
No fucking way. He would have brought her into the church, little pervert.
When's the other done?
Dirty little man. It's the horniest country in the world, by the way. Italy.
Right, and how? By
they're
what metric?
They're just sweating and staring and leering, and they're rubbing up against the sides of walls. I've never seen anything like it. But they put a lot of their horny energy into making figurines.
Right.
So they just make, like, I've never seen more figurines.
Right.
In my life.
Right.
Like, there's a whole street, and there's about, I would say, 22 shops.
Right.
And they all sell figurines.
No, what?
Maradona mostly. Right. It's just mostly Maradona, and then there'll be like one of Michael Jackson and one of the Pope.
Right, okay.
And the Pope shagging
Michael Jackson, yeah.
No, but
the Pope's striking a deal with Michael Jackson to get me a few altar boys. Like, the Pope, a brown envelope.
A few off the top.
Michael Jackson's handing the Pope a brown envelope. Like,
for some reason, Bertie Ahern's in there as well.
He's the middleman.
The good fucking Friday agreement.
Yeah.
So they've put all their horniness into just making little figurines, like just so they're doing something with their hands, you know. But it's the creepiest. Like, there's 17 shops in a row. Just, I'm talking stacked. Like, the person working in the shop is just surrounded on all sides by these figurines, and they're looking out at you, slightly afraid. No one's buying the figurines in any of these shops. Yeah. No one wants a figurine.
Oh, go figurine.
It's not. Oh, fuck's sake.
God.
So
are figurines, are they made with figs?
I think, honest to God, I think they're fucking. I was looking at them, I was like, lads, do you know how many fig rolls he could have made with this, with the amount of figs you're after wasting on these figurines? I think they could be made of figs, lad. Fig Putins. Anyway, the figurine shop, there's little people in there surrounded. Most of them are of Maradona, and then there'll be a shop right beside that shop, and it'll be like, I don't know how, they're like, we are going to start a shop of figurines, and we will do mostly Maradona, and then they're selling nothing, and then someone else is like, I have an idea.
Yeah.
We will do another shop full of the exact same figurines made of Maradona.
Right.
And then across the road, I've just got an idea myself. Yeah. And it's just all just packed with Maradona. Now, they've just won the league.
Right.
So,
Napoli,
for the first time since Maradona was there. Their third time ever.
Right.
And they've won the league. And as soon as they won the league, it seems that someone said, okay, we've won the league again. Let's make more statues of Maradona. Yeah. You would think Maradona was the captain of that team.
Of Naples.
Of Naples.
Of the country.
Of the country. Just the captain of Italy. Just captain.
Were all the figurines like him playing football, or was there any figurines of like him
doing coke,
like fat and doing coke, like just
doing coke off a stripper's arse?
Now that's a figurine store that you should open.
100%.
That's just figurines of Maradona just doing absolutely fucking
Just
debaucherous.
shagging your wife.
Complete debauchery, like.
So he shagged 8,000 women.
Did he? Yeah.
Maradona, yeah.
Fuck.
He shagged 8 grand. 8 grand of women. So he was just absolutely flat out cocking everyone. And that's why I think he is the best player of all time, because he was like the best.
He was a player, and then he was a.
And then he was a player.
Player.
Then he was
Player.
a player.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Maradona.
Yeah.
Player. And the ladies had the fucking ankles around their ears.
Yeah,
Come on to hell,
Yeah.
captain.
Yeah.
He's the captain. So anyway, the fucking jeez, I'd say he gave it to the Pope and everything.
Oh, I'd
but
say
anyway, I'd say if Maradona went into
That's why he's in a wheelchair.
I'd say Maradona fucking went through the fucking Vatican and
Oh man.
I'd say even the roof of the Sistine Chapel got a few darts. Those little angels, you know, the ones like that. Maradona just Maradona, would you get down from the roof? For fuck's sake. They have to
Fucking
get a
the
big broom
broom
to get
down.
Maradona from shagging the angels on
Yeah.
the roof of the Sistine Chapel. For
Oh,
fuck's
mother
sake.
of God.
But so
You have to lure him down with coke.
lure him down.
Get down.
With a little bit. We've got a little bit of God's sugar for you here,
Yeah.
Diego. But so there's just fucking there's Maradona everywhere and figurines everywhere, and just it's run by the mob and just these fat cunts on Vespas. But the fat cunts on the Vespas, they'd all have helmets on themselves that barely fit around their fat pasta filled heads.
Yeah.
But
But
then
they are the helmets just big pasta shells. Do you know what I mean?
I know the exact ones you're thinking about.
Just like.
Those like a
Oh.
big massive
Yeah.
pasta shell.
And they'd be completely useless if you hit your head. Like.
Yeah. Like technically he's not a person, he's a piece of ravioli, like
Yeah.
he's inside the pasta.
Yeah.
But they'd all have these, so they'd have the helmets on, and then they'd have like some little woman to be on the back, because you know these big fat Vespa, because they're probably in the mob, so they have money, so they can pull women, but they have these poor little women because lads are so fat, the women would be like their arse would be half out the back.
Yeah.
And they didn't get a helmet at all.
No,
so
right.
it's just he has the helmet for safety, and this poor little woman
Yeah.
is on the back like a koala trying to fucking
Right.
hold on.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. And there I was with the town whore.
Yeah. No Vespa inside.
Oh, like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But then as well, Italian men, they're very blatant. Like they'd be very fucking they'd be very friendly to her, you know.
Right.
So like they'd see her now and they'd be like mamma mia, ciao, and I just thought they were nice people.
Yeah, but they have an
But
ulterior motive.
But so then I'd be friendly to them. I'd be like, oh, ciao, and
Yeah.
they do you know what they were? They were confused then when I was like, give me a look like, why the fuck would I be friendly to you?
Right.
Do you have a pair of
I'm
tits
not-
in your?
yeah,
are you
yeah.
hiding a pair of tits in your pocket or something?
yeah.
I don't see what the you got a fucking
Yeah, they're like, hey,
pussy
we don't
on-
swing that way.
pussy under your armpit.
Right. Yeah.
Otherwise, fucking
yeah.
stay moving, chief. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Have you ever had a dalliance with an Italian?
A dalliance with an Italian?
Yeah.
No. They've all either been Irish, or there was one fellow who was Australian. I actually kissed a fella there last
What?
week. Not to derail the.
Go on, no, I'm done now. I'm done.
Yeah, you done?
I'm
There's
done.
no more.
No.
With the
No,
nipples.
no.
Nippleville, right? We'll bang this out. So yeah, there's a comedian. Jesus, I should know better. But
You're getting high on your
I'm
own
getting-
supply.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there was this comedian who
Some comedian.
some brother, but he fucking. So there was a negotiation of sorts with Ano Gomez is like my manager.
Yeah.
So he kind of sets deals up for me or whatever.
Like, as in your sexual manager.
Sort of, yeah. He's
your
always
pimp.
He's my pimp. He's a good man. He's trying to get some work for me, you know.
Yeah.
And so he kind of set up this deal with the comedian that's I'm friends with him, and we kind of in the past we'd kind of been like, oh yeah, because he's bisexual,
Right.
which is right up my
Bisexual healing.
yes, which is right up my alley. Pun
Because
intended.
you like a smell of fish off it.
Yeah, and he's a straight acting fella, like, so he goes, so anyway, so he's up at the fringe.
He'd be wearing a hurling
I know,
helmet.
huh?
He'd be wearing a
He
hurling
would,
helmet.
yeah, he would.
And a pair of wellies.
Oh yeah, Welligans.
Fucking
Yeah. So-
Henry Monk's wellies.
Yeah, oh absolutely, he's a descendant of Monk. And So anyway, Anno's like he goes, yeah, such and such says when he's back from Edinburgh, he'll do the man dance with you. And then I was like, all right, sweet petunia. So anyway, I go down. I don't even know what that means.
Sweet petunia.
Yeah, that's not applicable in this situation
Well, sure, listen.
whatsoever. So I'm at a gig on Friday. He's there in the audience, and it's like his whole family. It's like a family outing type thing. And
they've all come to watch you getting fucking
a suck
job.
Yeah. But
We want to see your son getting sucked off, mate.
excuse me, I'll never do that again. So, and then he's rat-arsed, right, at the gig.
Because he's getting drunk because he knows he has to
I know.
eat your arse after the gig.
Maybe. He's
I don't know if I can go through this.
He really has to. Yeah. He's literally like, he's like what's the fella from Ninja Turtles that you made your grand dress up as?
Oh, Master Splinter.
Yeah, he's trying to go Master Splinter. That's how rat-arsed he was trying to get.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Splinter Cell, and he's there, and so no, I do the gig anyway, and he comes outside anyway, and he's rat-arsed, like he's rat-arsed, and he's shit-faced.
The arse of a rat.
Absolutely, and I'm like, he was asking for it, like all touchy-feely, like whoa, winky, whatever, and I'm like, the dynamic isn't right. Because he's shit-faced, I'm totally sober.
Is he doing the head, shoulders, feet and toes, that dance?
Yeah. And
head, shoulders, feet and toes.
Yeah. So he's kind of putting on the moves.
I put some shrimp on my barbie.
Yeah. No, he's not Australian.
Is he not?
No, the Australian was the fella that I fucked in Prague and got crabs from. But that's a story for another day.
What the hell?
Yeah.
So this guy's not Australian.
No, he's not Australian at all. He's English.
He's an Englishman.
He's an Englishman.
He's one of
from my sins.
King Charles's henchmen.
I wouldn't be surprised now. Yeah, he's got a corgi or two, but the fucking so he's all touchy feely, and I'm like, as much as I'd love to do the man dance with you, he's too inebriated, and it would be a weird, you know what I mean?
It'd be rape.
It would be rape in a sense, you know. So I'm like, nah, not tonight, Chief. Maybe when you've sobered up.
Maybe when you've sobered up, Maestro.
Yeah, exactly. But then he's leaving, and he's like hugging all the comics, saying goodbye. And he's hugging me, and he's like, kiss. And I was like, whatever.
Did he whisper in for a kiss?
No, he was kind of like...
little kiss whisper.
He kind of hugged, and he was like, do you want to... And I was
smooch.
Like... Smooch, man smooch.
A man smooch?
Yeah, man smooch from Mangoop. And he goes...
Whoa!
And I was like, all right, okay, yeah. And then we kissed for a split second, and then that was it. And then off he went into the sunset.
Went down into the sewers.
Yeah, down to the
Fighting
sewers.
crime.
Yeah, and that was that. So that's on the cards. That's on the horizon. We're gonna see what happens.
Will you have to get him a few poppers now?
I'd say so. The problem is, I think he's a top.
Huh?
He's a top
boy.
Man.
Yeah.
He's a giver, not a taker.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like.
You'll have to do like cock.
Yeah, it's gonna be like getting the two negative ends of a magnet.
Yeah.
You're trying to force them together, and it's like. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to come to some arrangements.
Well, you're gonna jizz into each other's jap size.
Yeah, we could do that. It could just be an oral sex
bonanza,
sort of bonanza arrangement.
Festival of bananas.
Yeah. So who knows?
But he's an English fella. Is he a big man? Is he a little man?
Tall man.
Is he a brown man? Is he a white man?
He's a white man, tall white man. He's 25.
That's a bit old for you now.
Bit old.
Be a bit haggard for you.
Yeah, he's just about right.
That's a tough bit of beef.
That's he's aged.
This beef is tough.
Yeah, it's chewy.
Well done.
So yeah, troubled the lad, loves the gargle and the Colombian marching powder. So I know how to pick him, but that would be nice. That's the first bit of intimacy now I've experienced since since the old
since the Cold War,
since the story with the
wind that shakes the barley came out,
the wind that shakes Bob Marley, and he that's the first time there's been intimacy in my life, I'd say, since the old story with the fella who with the blowjob. The unreciprocated.
That's years ago,
blowjob.
Chief.
That was
2 years ago.
I know. I have problems,
Chief.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
I'm trying to think. Was it?
Well, didn't you? Weren't
Yeah.
you were sniffing around the remember that thing, the Turkish delight?
Oh, the Turkish delight. Yeah, no, but then nothing came from that.
He wouldn't even.
Literally,
wouldn't give
no
you-
one came from that.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah, we didn't even
The
kiss.
Istanbul.
Well, yeah, yeah, that's what they call them. Yeah, you want to know what they call me? The Istanbul. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I got horns,
yeah.
baby.
I remember asking him, like, "Oh, what was it like growing up in Turkey as a gay man?" He's like, "Oh yeah, just stayed away from the rooftops." But
And you just said, I grew up in chicken.
Ooh.
On you, devil.
What the fuck, fly?
You'll be stuffed
What the
turkey
fuck?
by the end of the night.
and then I'll have to go cold turkey.
Oh! You look up, he's gone.
He's gone. Yeah.
And you just slowly sip on your.
On my cranberry juice. Oh God!
Oh fuck!
God Almighty!
And so have you been texting this? Have you been?
No.
saying much up
I
to-
think he might be a bit embarrassed now because he was so inebriated,
Yeah.
and I'll let the dust settle a little bit, and then we'll see.
Let
then
the angel dust settle
yeah,
a little bit.
in his nostrils. Yeah, so
Oh,
we'll
fuck.
see what happens there. I don't see him that frequently. Next
Yeah.
time I see him, we'll have a little word. Like,
Yeah.
we'll have a word. We'll
Yeah.
put on the Have a Word podcast, and we'll have sex to the voice of Adam Rowe.
Would you ever think of maybe going on like a Jeremy Kyle thing or something?
To what end? Money.
They all get paid.
Do they? Yeah.
Why the hell do you? What is the other incentive for going on there? They literally go around. Like, so they'll have a little kind of an ice cream van
Whip around,
thing.
Mr. Whip around.
Yeah,
Mr. Whippy.
Whip around. But they'll have a little like kind of like we'll say like an ice cream van that'll go through estates, like just working class, just down beaten estates. But it'll go on, but it'll be a little Jeremy Kyle van.
Yeah.
And they'll have little treats for people to like bring them out, like fags and
Right.
stuff like that, and ashtrays, and you know what I mean. Little bags of chang to get people out of their houses, and then they'll say, hey, listen, if you come on Jeremy Kyle and say that you're a fat knacker that's pregnant,
Yeah.
if you say that, we'll give you like 500, get like 500-600 quid, something
Right,
like that.
okay.
But that's like the fucking all King Midas's riches
Right.
to
But
these lads.
What would be my angle for going on Jeremy Kyle?
Just that you're gay.
Right. Lonely gay man. But there needs to be something like my.
Well, you could get that
wife-
lad on if we could find your man from Berlin. The
Oh yeah,
the lad that didn't suck you off back.
the what's the word I'm looking for? The
The
greedy
blue baller.
lover. The greedy lover.
A very greedy lover.
Yeah.
One of the most gluttonous lovers. So if you got him on, and then like as a surprise, then you
Come on.
and have Jeremy like really give it to him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just being like,
suck his dick now.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because we've read here, he came over and he sucked you off, gave you quite a nice suck job, nice enough that you came in his mouth.
Yeah.
And then what did you do? Jeremy loves saying things like that.
Yeah.
And then what did you do?
What do you have to say for yourself?
And then what do you have to say for yourself? Because I think what you did was greedy and it was wrong. And
He's
it's like,
pointing the card in his
yeah,
face,
pointing the card. And actually, we've got a little surprise for you tonight.
Yeah.
Bring out the chief.
Yeah. And then I come out and there's like 2 black security guards with me, like,
But like, also, you're coming out
Yeah.
with some stuff you've robbed from Sainsbury's that day. You come straight from Sainsbury's. Come out. What would be your like? You have little march on music as well.
yeah. And there's like dry ice,
Yeah.
whatever. Like the
Do,
crowd's
do.
like, oh,
Yeah.
and I just make a beeline for him, like I try to punch him or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, no.
What if you on the
Like,
Foggy Jew or something? Would
Yeah. Or fucking what's that song by Thin Lizzy? He was like Emerald.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, it'd be fucking.
Oh, that'd be
great.
sick. That'd be the best episode of Kyle ever.
And then they just force him
And
to
then
blow
it
me.
turns out that you're pregnant
Right, yeah.
for swallowing his cum.
Right,
Like that you-
yeah. At the end, this is like, yeah.
And then you just bring out a little Chucky doll. That's your song. You have a child.
Yeah, and like the results are you are the father, and he's just like, what the fuck is going on? He just blew me. What the fuck? Yeah. Turns out I'm a woman the whole time.
Turns out my mouth is a uterus. Jesus, that'll be good. Oh, here we're already
going
after
over,
fucking
are we?
going over. Jesus, that was a good one now.
That was a banger.
That was a banger. Listen, lads, we love you.
We love you. Oh, subscribe to the YouTube. Do that. Yeah, like button. On Spotify, follow us on Spotify.
Leave a
review. A nice review.
Tell
on
your
Spotify.
friends.
Yeah.
Come on.
Tell everybody. Come on, this is the best.
Whatever.
The best
There's
in the
nothing better than
business.
this.
All right. See you
Love
later.
you. Up King Charles. Bye bye.
Bye bye.